Hey, it's Nikki. I'm at the beach. I'm going to talk to you today about January blues. And this came about with various conversations that I've had with people just in the last weekend, where I'm feeling raring to go. It's 2018, loads of things going on. But as people were recounting the way they are feeling, which is not great, to be honest, and feeling quite overwhelmed, it did take me back to how I was feeling a year ago, where I was living in a completely different country and feeling quite dejected and a little bit overwhelmed around what was coming next. So I wanted just to kind of enlighten you a little bit around what it is to experience the January blues, and if this is you, then you are absolutely not alone. There are hundreds of thousands of people around the globe right now encountering exactly the same thing that you are. But why do we have the January blues? Well, to be honest, we kind of set ourselves up to experience that. We go through a pretty traumatic 2017, and I think that's fair to say of many, many people. And then we go through December, which, with various holiday celebrations and Christmas and, whatever you believe in, it can hype you up, it can lift you up. You start seeing twinkle lights everywhere. Everything has a nice soft glow. And we all go around saying, oh, it's going to be much better next year. Mind over matter is very powerful indeed, but you actually have to do something to make it better. So there are different elements as well that are contributing to how you may be feeling, and you can't discount them. Whether you are spiritual or not, whether you believe in a higher power or not, or whether you believe in outside influences or not, you can't get away from it. The planet is changing, your life is changing, and whether you're a participant in it or not, you can't stop that. We're not meant to be on this earth to stay stagnant. We are always learning, always experiencing good things and not so great things, but they take us forward in our journey. So the things that I'm referring to are really around the moon energy, and we had a very powerful supermoon at the beginning of January. We've got another one coming up as well. So what all that is doing is bringing the things to the surface that you personally need to deal with. And these are things that may have been buried deep inside you for many years, and you thought, oh, I'm over it. I got divorced, I'm over it. This broke up with that person, I'm over it. Changed my job, I'm over it. No, these are things that are coming to the surface. So if you find yourself thinking about past events, you're not done with them. You have to release them. And it's actually very easy to do it. You can, actually one of the things is to do I posted a video on the 31st of December around cutting energy and cutting things to the past. So that's one way. And another way is simply to be done with it, to just set your intention that you're done with it. And that will start to mobilize different things around you. And then you can also ask to have people come into your lives to really facilitate that healing. So then you will, read a random article, meet a random person, be exposed to an alternative therapy that you'd never heard of. These are things that you need to take note of, because it will help you in your healing. The moon energy is very, very powerful, and the week before a full moon, and whether you follow this or not, it just is this way. The week before the full moon, there is a lot of high energy around the planet, and it's a great time for letting go of things that are not serving you very well in your life. And you can do this in a very effective way by doing these cutting things, with writing everything down on a piece of paper and burning it. Or you can set your intention, as I've said, but you really have to start getting into the mindset that the universe is trying to help you. It's trying to help you move on by highlighting these things that you need to work with and to release. And as we move through any December and we set ourselves up with next year's being better, we then get to, I mean, you imagine December 31st, we're still telling ourselves that, and people are setting their New Year's resolutions and all sorts. And then January 1st, 24 hours later, suddenly it's like, well, what am I going to do now? The feeling of overwhelm is quite profound in a lot of people, and I myself have felt this as well. And you really need to let yourself off the hook a bit, but also to realize that nothing's really going to change unless you make it change, unless you take action. So if you're not happy where you're living, change it. If you're not happy in a relationship, address it, communicate with the other person and make some changes. If you're not happy with your job, then change it. Find something else, start looking for something else, or look at what you're not happy with in your job and make some readjustments. You have to communicate, you have to take action. And you will find that when you start to do that, the universe responds in kind. They say, oh, Nikki's really making an effort. Hey, let's just meet her halfway here. Let's try and do everything we can to help her. They will mobilize your guards around you, all of the people that are around you, your angels, the pets that are around you, like everything. And it will start to sort of move into motion. But if you are feeling low, then know that there are things that are happening on the planet, in the universe, in your life that are contributing to that. And as I've mentioned, the moon energy, the natural disasters that are happening, all of these things are contributing to people's energy and how they're feeling. And you really need to take a step back from it and start to get clear and simple about your life. Don't take on too many things. Write one goal for yourself. One. Like after this, write one goal. And it could be, I'm going to get dressed before 12 o'clock. It could be, I'm going to make an effort to walk the dog every day. Or I'm going to take part in an activity with my child. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be work related or anything that's making you money, because you're also having to work on your inner self, your happiness levels, your soul. Write one goal, just one. Don't do two, just do one. And at the end of every day, just know that you've achieved that one goal. Set another one for yourself tomorrow. And don't let anyone judge you. You don't have to tell anyone about your goals. Just get clear about you and take one thing at a time, one day at a time, and know that the best thing you can do is try to not battle with what's going on and fight, within yourself, or resist the changes that are going on in yourself, your body, things around you. There are some things that you can change. Do it. Don't procrastinate. Do it. But if you can't change anything, just let it go. Just let it go. January is actually a good month to contemplate, to figure out what your next steps should be, to figure out what your life should look like and what you're happy with and what you're not happy with, so that you can readjust. So take January as a bit of an anomaly month. Take the moon, super moons that are happening, thank the universe for all the energy that's coming your way, and ask for guidance. Literally, just close your eyes and ask for guidance, and you will get it. It may not be in the form that you're used to, but you will receive it, and then it's your job to take action. But don't run yourself ragged with it. This is not, when I was in the corporate world working at Goldman Sachs, it was very much like January. It's almost, You have to hit the ground running, bang, 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 bang. You've got 57 things that you've got to do, and who's got the longest to-do list. And then by the end of January, everyone's going on about, what they're achieving. You don't have to do that. You can if you want to, and if you can cope with that, that's great. But you don't have to. You just have to deal with one thing a day. That means that you're literally moving forward every single day. And before long, you will hit February and you will start to see some changes in your life, some positive changes. And you won't feel as bad. You won't feel like you've been left behind and everyone around you is moving forward and you're staying stagnant, which, by the way, isn't the case. Whatever you're feeling, loads more people around you are feeling as well. What you project outside isn't what you feel inside, and you know that. So just go easy on yourself. Know that this will pass. I like to use the visual of being in the washing machine, and it's on a fast spin cycle and everything's going round and round and round, and you don't know how to stop it. So just let it stop. Just let the washing machine stop spinning, and then, figure out what you're going to do. Take the clothes out, hang them up, process and trying to get a little bit of order into your life. To just wander through aimlessly is not easy for the majority of people. Some people can really do it, and they are serious meditators, yogis, they're fantastic. They can let things develop organically, but not everyone can do that. So what works very well when you're feeling overwhelmed is to write everything down on a piece of paper that you have to achieve, and then put it to the side. Write one goal that you're going to do today, and then tomorrow morning write one goal that you're going to do tomorrow, and continue like that. And then get into nature. I'm always on about the nature, but I can't tell you how amazing it is. I'm just going to I'm at the beach. Look how fabulous this is. And I was just walking down and I could just feel everything just lift. It was fantastic. You must live near some form of nature, near a park, trees, flowers, plants, anything. Just get out into nature. If you're lucky enough to live by the ocean, then use it. It's free and it's there ready to help you. So just go easy on yourself and know that everyone is experiencing the January blues. It is something that we set up as humans because we go through this big high thing in December, and then we set ourselves up to try and achieve everything we haven't achieved in the last 20 plus years in the month of January. Don't do that to yourself. Just take a breath and enjoy it. Start to plan your life as it's going to pan out. Don't think too far ahead. And just ask the universe for help. It really will guide you. And if none of that works, then there's always forums and support groups that you can get in touch with, and this is one of them. So just hit me a message and I will come back to you, and happy to. So just know that this too will pass.